Hi friends, it's Mrs. Ballard at the Hubbard Public Library. Welcome to Mindful Mondays. We know there's a lot going on in our world right now, and we want to help you find ways to slow down and relax. Each week, we are going to share simple breathing techniques, calming stories, and relaxing art projects. Take-home art supplies will be available each week while supplies last. We're going to talk a lot about mindfulness during our Mindful Mondays. Science has shown that mindfulness is as good for your brain as exercise is for your body. Each time these mindfulness activities are practiced, a new skill is built. New brain connections are made, and the connection with your child deepens. We are going to start each week with our Star Wand breathing activity. My star wand is made with a simple pipe cleaner and 6 beads. I have star-shaped beads on my wand, but you can use any beads that you may have at home. The first thing you want to do is find a nice quiet place to sit. And then hold your wand out in front of you. Make sure that all of the beads are on one side of your wand, just like that. And then we are going to breathe in and breathe out as we move each star across the wand. We're going to take a deep breath in as we slowly shoot the first star across the wand. And then breathe out as you shoot the next star across. Continue on until all of the stars are on the other side of your wand. How do you feel? Do you feel relaxed? If you would like to feel even more relaxed, you can breathe your stars back across your wand to the other side. You can even make a wish on the last star that you shoot across your wand.
Why the Willow Weeps by Marshall Eisen. Once a willow tree stood high, its branches reaching for the sky. Nearby a thorny green bush grew, its flower touched with morning dew. One red rose, budding bright, raised its head to catch the light. One sunny morning a duck came waddling down the path with a quack, quack, quack. "Please don't harm my rose," said the tree. "Harm it? Quack! Of course not. Quack! I just want to smell the flower." And the duck did just that. "Oh, what a lovely fragrance! Quack! What a nice way to start the day." And he waddled away. Later in the morning, a hare quickly hopped down the path. "Please don't harm my rose," said the tree. "Harm it? Of course not," said the hare. "Actually, I'm in a hurry. I'm having a race with a tortoise. But when I saw this beautiful rose, I just had to stop." The hare put his nose next to the flower. "Ah, the delicious aroma of this rose makes me sleepy. That silly tortoise is so far behind, I think I'll take a nap." And so he did. A dog came walking along the path, enjoying the bright afternoon. "Please don't harm my rose," said the tree. The dog wiggled her ears. "Harm it? Woof, woof! I just want to take a whiff, whiff of this beautiful flower." "Oh, it is lovely, isn't it?" said the willow. "What a sweet scent," said the dog. "Oh, this has made my day. Woof, woof!" And she scampered down the path. The warm wind gently touched the bush, and the rose swayed in the breeze and murmured, "I love you, dear willow tree." The tortoise finally came plodding down the path. "Please don't harm my rose," said the tree. "Harm it?" replied the tortoise. "I don't even have time to stop. I'm racing with a hare." Then he crawled closer to the rose. "Ah, the perfume of this flower gives me new energy." The willow watched the tortoise trudge down the path and thought, "Someone should wake the hare." As the sun set, a young man came strolling down the path. "What a beauty of a rose," he thought to himself. "I must have it." "Please don't harm my rose," said the willow. But the young man did not understand the language of the tree. He just heard the rustling of its leaves. "Please, please let it be," cried the tree. Without a second thought, the young man quickly picked the rose. "No, no," cried the tree. "My rose, my rose, my beautiful rose." "Goodbye," whispered the flower. "Goodbye, my dear willow tree." Farther down the road, the young man tired of the rose. As he picked a few petals, one of the thorns pricked his finger. In his anger, he threw the rose away. The willow tree was so upset that it cried, cried, cried for the loss of its friend. It wept all night long. As its tears fell on the bush, ever so slowly, another rosebud appeared. Now the crying willow knows its tears will help to grow the rose. So it stays there, bent and low. And thus the world has come to know why it's called a weeping willow.
Not every kid will love yoga or meditation, and that's okay. We just want them to find a mindfulness activity that helps them connect to the moment through whatever practice feels most comfortable. Art activities can be that practice. For this activity, you will need a plain white piece of paper or cardstock, pencil, markers, colored pencils, crayons, whatever you have. To begin, on your plain piece of paper, place one hand on the paper and press your hand into the surface. Notice where you feel pressure and how the paper feels under your hand. Slowly open and close your fingers and feel them glide over the paper. Next, trace your hand with a pencil. Notice how the pencil feels along your fingers. Going up and down between your fingers. Maybe it even tickles. Leave your hand on the paper. Feel how your hand is still connected to the paper and the surface under the paper. Now, use your crayons, markers, or colored pencils to color in the outline of your hand. While using them, notice how they each feel different on the paper. Are they smooth Does it feel rough? Does it glide gently over the paper? How do they smell? Even if you don't have scented markers or crayons, they'll have a smell. How do the colors make you feel? Do the colors make you feel calm? Do the colors make you feel happy? We want you to use all of your senses to connect to the moment.
Hi, it's Mrs. Russo from the Hubbard Public Library Children's Room. Today, I'm going to demonstrate another calming technique that you can do any place, anytime. You don't need any special supplies. This is called finger breathing. And all you need simply are your two hands. You're going to hold one hand up like this and stretch out your fingers. You'll use your other hand, your pointer finger. And what you do for this technique is trace around the outer edge of your fingers, starting here at the base of your thumb. When you trace up, you'll take a breath in through your nose. You'll pause at the tip. As you trace down, breathe out through your mouth. Let's try it together. I feel calmer and more relaxed already. How about you? If you have a parent or another adult beside you right now, have them hold up their hand and you do the tracing. When you finish that, trade places. You hold up your hand and let your grown-up do the tracing as you both breathe together. Remember while you're doing this to take it slow and steady, like a snail. This week, to go with our finger breathing, we gave you a take-home project where you can make your own finger breathing keepsake. What you'll do is either paint your fingers in your palm and make an imprint, or if you don't have paint at your house, you can place your hand on the paper, trace around it with a pencil, and color it any way you like. We've cut the paper already for you in a handy 8x10 size so that it's easy for you to frame. I hope you'll enjoy the finger breathing technique.
Hi, it's Mrs. Bala again. Our final activity will help us to think back on all of the activities that we did today. I have a mini sand garden and a little rake. If you don't have a little rake, you can use a fork or a stick, or you can simply use your finger to move through the sand. You may even want to search for some small, smooth stones that you can arrange in your mini sand garden. Raking patterns in the sand helps increase mindfulness. It's a great activity to unwind and clear our minds. As you make patterns in the sand, think about how you are feeling. And remember, you can always start over by smoothing out the sand to start fresh, or you can even give it a little shake. If you would like more mindful activity ideas, we recommend this book. It's called Paint a Double Rainbow by Sally Arnold.